Imagine you are standing high inside the head of a giant statue. You look out through 25 small windows. The wind is strong. The ocean is far below. You think, how did people build this huge lady? She is 46 meters tall without her base. With the base, she reaches 93 meters. Her skin is thin copper, yet she stands strong for more than 140 years. This is the Statue of Liberty. She is one of the most famous symbols in the world. Hey friends, welcome back to our channel. We are so happy to see you here again. Thank you for liking our last video. Thank you for subscribing to the podcast. Now let's continue our story about this amazing statue. She looks calm, proud, and kind at the same time. She seems to say, "This land can be your new home." She stands for the beautiful idea that every person deserves freedom. Every day the sun lights her crown. She watches busy ships come and go in the harbor. Some ships bring goods from far away. Other ships bring families who dream of a better life. She has seen happy times and difficult days. She has seen wars begin and peace return. Through all these years, she never moved from her place. At night, her torch shines with warm light. It helps sailors and travelers who feel lost at sea. Did you know? Lightning hits her up to 600 times every year. She is very strong and stays safe. This statue was a special gift from France to America, but it also carried a big promise. The promise is that freedom should belong to everyone in the world. Now, let us discover how this gift was created many years ago. The story starts in France in the year 1865. A group of friends sat together at dinner. They talked about liberty and about the United States. One man named Edouard de la Boulaye loved both countries deeply. He remembered how France helped America win independence long ago. He also wanted to celebrate the end of slavery in America. He asked a wonderful question. What if France gave America a giant monument? It would come from the hearts of French people to American people. Everyone at the table liked this idea very much. Among the guests was a talented sculptor. His name was Frederick Auguste Bartholdi. He felt very excited and inspired. He began to imagine a huge figure of a woman. She would represent liberty itself. She would look strong, yet gentle and kind. Not like a soldier, not like a king. Just a woman of freedom. Interesting fact, Bartholdi first wanted to build a giant statue in Egypt. He planned it as a lighthouse for the Suez Canal. But the idea changed and became Our Lady Liberty. Bartholdi decided to visit America. He sailed across the ocean and entered New York Harbor. He saw a small, quiet island. It was called Bedloe's Island then. Later, it got the name Liberty Island. He knew right away this was the perfect place for the statue. But making such a tall statue was very difficult. It needed a lot of money and many materials. Governments did not want to pay everything. Bartholdi had to ask ordinary people for help. He returned to France and made small models. He showed them to citizens and explained the idea. He even showed the finished head and the arm with the torch in Paris. Thousands of people came to see the giant pieces at the exhibition. Building the statue took many years of hard work. People had only simple tools and no big machines. They shaped every part with great care. In her right hand, she holds a torch high. This torch means light and hope. It shows the way to a better life. For 16 years, the torch even worked as a real lighthouse. In her left hand, she holds a tablet. The tablet shows the date July 4th, 1776. That was the day America became free. The tablet reminds us that freedom needs fair laws. On her head, she wears a crown with 7 points. These points are like sun rays. They represent 7 seas and 7 continents. This means liberty is for all people everywhere. At her feet, you can see broken chains. The broken chains show that people are no longer held back. At first, the chains were meant to celebrate freedom from slavery. She walks forward with courage. This teaches us that freedom is a long journey. We must keep moving toward it. Her face looks calm, serious, and strong. Many people say it was inspired by Bartholdi's own mother. The statue is 46 meters tall without the pedestal. With the base, she reaches 93 meters. Strong winds blow around her every day. Bartholdi asked a famous engineer for help. The engineer was Gustav Eiffel. He designed a strong iron skeleton inside. It works like bones that hold the body together. The outside is made of thin copper sheets. Each sheet is only about 4 millimeters thick. There are more than 300 copper pieces in total. Workers hammered the copper with loud noise and much effort. They built the statue piece by piece in Paris. The iron inside can move a little in strong wind. The statue can sway up to 8 centimeters. This keeps her safe from breaking. Money was often a big problem. French people gave coins when they could. In America, people needed to build a large stone base. Many Americans did not want to pay for a gift. The work almost stopped. Then a smart newspaper owner named Joseph Pulitzer helped. He wrote in his popular paper, The World. He asked every person to give a little money. It did not matter if you were rich or poor. He promised to print every name in the newspaper. Children sent their saved pennies. Workers sent small coins after hard days. Soon enough, money was collected. This showed the statue truly belonged to all ordinary people. In France, they also held fun events and concerts to raise more funds. Everyone felt excited about the future monument. When the statue was finally ready in France, she was too big for one ship. Workers took her apart carefully. They packed everything into 214 large wooden crates. A ship called Isir carried the heavy load across the Atlantic. The ship carried more than 200 tons of metal. The ocean was sometimes rough and dangerous, but the ship arrived safely in New York in June 1885. The stone pedestal was not finished yet. The crates waited on the island for almost a year. When the base was ready, workers started the hard job of rebuilding. They climbed high every day and used heavy tools. It was like solving a giant puzzle in the sky. Slowly the statue rose again. First the feet, then the robes, then the body, and finally the head with the torch. At first the copper was shiny reddish-brown, like a new penny. Rain, wind, salt air, and time slowly changed the color. It first turned dark brown. Then over about 20 years it became the beautiful green we see today. This green layer is called patina. It actually protects the copper and helps the statue last longer. The big celebration day was October 28th, 1886. It was rainy and foggy, but thousands of people came anyway. A large parade moved through the streets with music and cheers. The President of the United States, Grover Cleveland, gave a speech. Guests from France were there too. Bartholdi climbed up to the torch. He pulled a rope. A French flag covering the face fell down. Everyone saw her face for the first time. Ships blew loud whistles. The crowd cheered with great joy. That day, the friendship between the two countries became even stronger. Soon after, Ellis Island opened near the statue. Millions of immigrants arrived from Europe. More than 12 million people passed through in total. They left difficult lives behind. They hoped for safety and a new beginning. The very first person processed there was a young girl named Annie Moore from Ireland. She came with her two brothers in 1892. When tired families saw the Statue of Liberty from the ship, many cried happy tears. Some felt fear, but most felt big hope. She looked like a kind mother welcoming her children home. She gave them courage for their new life. A poet named Emma Lazarus wrote a famous poem. She called the statue the Mother of Exiles. The words say, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free." These lines are now inside the pedestal. They made the statue a symbol of welcome and new life for everyone. Today, the Statue of Liberty is more than 140 years old. Millions of visitors come every year. They climb the stairs to her crown. There are 25 windows in the crown. They look out at the wide ocean. They learn her full story and take photos. She is not only a popular tourist place, she is a living reminder for all of us. We must protect freedom because it is never given forever. In our world, many people still search for liberty. Many still need a safe place to live. Her torch continues to shine brightly. Her message stays the same. Welcome to all. What does freedom mean to you? It can mean the right to speak openly. It can mean the chance to learn and grow. It can mean the feeling of safety at home. The Statue of Liberty believes these things are important for every human. She does not ask where you were born. She does not ask what language you speak. She opens her arms wide to everyone. Think about all the hard work behind her. The thin copper, the strong iron, the small coins from children, and the big dream of one sculptor. Most of all, remember her shining torch. Even when times feel dark, her light tells us that hope is always possible. Together, people can create something truly beautiful. Thank you for listening to the story of the Statue of Liberty. Thank you, dear friends, for watching until the end. Please do not forget to like this video. Please subscribe to our channel and podcast. See you in the next episode.